Okay, so like last time, I said that today's review is going to be on the Studio Series Voyager class Soundwave. Now this Soundwave comes from the Transformers Bumblebee movie, which, if I'm going to be honest, is the much better version out of any of the other ones, like Transformers movies that is. So on the side of the packaging, we have a beautiful render of Soundwave. In the back, we have a description of Soundwave as well as some toy promotion photos. I'm stuttering because I'm not scripting any of this, but we can definitely see that he is indeed a Decepticon. Bottom has Lego Mumbo Jumbo, and on the side, another shot of Soundwave. Top, Transformers Bumblebee, and that's pretty much it to say about the packaging. Now, cracking it open, which is quite simple because, you know, knife and tape, we can see that Soundwave comes with a okay amount of accessories. We'll just say that. Now, his accessories consist of a backdrop, and as well as his ion blaster, I think that's what it's called, and his shoulder cannon. So, you know, nothing too special. Now, you may be asking yourself, well, what makes this backdrop much better than the other ones? Well, it's bigger than the one that I got with the B127. I don't know what else there is to say about it, other than bigger is better sometimes. Anyways, jokes aside, here we have Soundwave, and he is beautifully sculpted and decently painted. His proportions accurately fit what we saw from the movie, and not to mention, kind of resembles the G1 toy a little bit, which I'm very happy about. He also does have this mechanism where if you push a button on his shoulder, his compartment will open up. More on that later. Now, taking a look at Soundwave, we can see that he actually scales really well with your other Studio Series figures. For my example, I have B127 because he's the only other Transformer that I own, and I think he scales really well. Also, how come B127 can have a crappy waist swivel due to his big friggin' backpack, and yet Soundwave with no backpack can have a really good waist swivel? Just goes to show that, you know, at least they have a waist swivel. Unlike you with your backpack. Get the hell out. Now, onto his accessories. First up being his ion blaster. Yeah, it's really well sculpted, and if you take a close look, it is molded out of a blue piece of plastic, painted to be black or gray or whatever color that is. And all you gotta do is just stick it into his hand, and it stays in there really well due to his weirdly sculpted hands, but good grip. And the whole figure feels really solid too, so that's a plus. Now, for his next accessory, he has his cannon, and I don't really know what else to say other than it's just his cannon. You know, chills out on his right shoulder, and that's about it. Or is it his left? I can't tell anymore. Anyways, on to the posability. He has a ball joint at the head, which allows him to look up a good amount, down, turn around, and, you know, do some wiggly and woggly or whatever. His shoulder just connects on a peg. For the rest of the posability, his arm can go up, and if you hold it by the block, you can actually get it swivel. Some sort of weird pivot thing of where his shoulder connects. Bicep rotation, and of course the elbow bend. Nothing at the wrist due to transformation. Still sucks, but you know what, it is what it is. His front flap can move forward, which allows him to do the full 360 at the waist. He can kick up a good amount, kick backwards a good amount, and he also has a really good spread. He has double bends at the knees, or double jointed knees, my bad, and a ankle rocker with a pivot. I'm pretty sure that those two mean the exact same thing, but you know what? It is what it is. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention that his ankle or his foot can also go bend forwards, which allows you to get him into some really dynamic poses. Now, I'm going to stop the video recording here because I decided to take a break from making these videos so that way I can get the transformation stuck in my brain. Little did I know, this was going to take 2 months because I am a procrastinator. A little bit. Okay, so after a unfortunate month or two of postponing this review, I now have the transformation fully unlocked within my brain. So don't ask why I'm talking via the camera now. I just
kind of gave up on the editing halfway, so whatever. I've been postponing on this, so let's get to it. Alien spacecraft? I don't know. Me and a whole bunch of other people in this community just kind of call it the Slayer. Because that's literally what he is. If we were to fold down this part, which isn't even in the transformation, he's just a slur. Just kind of there. But yeah, there's not really much detail to him, and I never intend on keeping him like this. Because, you know, the robot mode is obviously superior. And, I wonder what that could be. Let's just, there we go. So if it wasn't obvious, an exact month after I bought this figure, yes, it's been 2 months, I found Ravage in a Walmart. an exact month from the day that I bought Soundwave. Great! So there's Ravage all transform in his, like, cassette mode, I guess. But first, we're just gonna take a look at the packaging here. So here's the packaging. Front, got Ravage at the top, Studio Series Core Class Ravage. Side we got Ravage. Back, we got that, as well as stuff and things. Ravage again with the Decepticon logo, Core Class and all that. And on the inside, I believe, no, there isn't a backdrop. No, there's kind of a backdrop. Not really. It's more just Cybertron. But that's not what we came here for. And again, here's Ravage, and this is the little projectile thing for Soundwave to make him look more like his G1 counterpart. Literally how that fits on is just onto the cannon here, you just peg it in. That's it. Woo! So there's Ravage, tiny as ever. And yeah, there's really not much to his cassette mode, other than he's extremely tiny with some very nice details. But, might as well transform him since we're here, so let's get to that. Ravage in all of his glory. Not really much to say about him. He's very, very tiny. Let me go grab something for comparison. Here he is with his other 80s friend, He-Man. Here he is next to B-127 and NECA Kong. Here he is next to my SHMA Godzilla 2021. And my last review, the Endoraptor. And here he is next to Soundwave. And it really just goes to show, if you buy one, you have to buy the other. Just, you know, so that way you have a matching pair. So, yeah, that's the whole review. I hope you guys enjoyed it, or at least some of it. And give it a like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you all in my next review, which I don't know when it's going to be, but you know what? I can tell you one thing. It's going to be big. Actually, correction. It's going to be medium size.